changed the room, I changed the road. I carried hope in lighter clothes, but every doorway seemed to show the same old fear I thought I'd outgrown. I blame the weather, blame the years, the hands that left the words I feared. But something quiet turned my sight. The outside changed, but not inside. This is not blame, this is awareness, a light revealing what was underneath. The beginning is within, before the world can rearrange, before the promise, before the step, before the visible change. The beginning is within, where truth becomes a place to start. I do not have to punish myself, I only have to face my heart. I brought old answers into something new. Old ways of seeing shaped my point of view. A guarded voice, a practiced smile, a fear that followed every mile. The past can echo through another door, the same protection wearing something more. But when I see what guides my way, the pattern cannot hide the same. This is not guilt, this is direction, a clearer way to understand. The beginning is within, before the world can rearrange, before the promise, before the step, before the visible change. The beginning is within, where truth becomes a place to start. I do not have to punish myself, I only have to face my heart. But I can notice where I stand, a breath between the wound and choice, a clearer mind, an open hand. I am not guilty for every storm, but I can see the shelter I became, and what I see with honesty no longer has to stay the same. The beginning is within. The beginning is within. Different faces, different names, different rooms, familiar pain. I changed the road, I changed the view, but every ending felt like something I already knew. I called it fate, I called it bad luck, as if an unseen hand kept pulling me back. But underneath the changing scene, a hidden pattern's waiting to be seen. Again and again, the circle speaks, not to condemn me, but to be understood. What I do not understand repeats, changing faces, keeping the direction. What I do not understand repeats, returning to the same. intersection. But repetition is not destiny. It is a pattern asking to be seen. And when awareness reaches the beginning, the pattern starts losing its power over me. The familiar can feel safe even when it makes me small. The unknown can feel dangerous even when it opens another door. I return to old protection because I knew the way. Even when the road was hurting, it still felt easier to stay. Again and again, the circle speaks, not to accuse me, but to show what lies beneath. What I do not understand repeats, changing faces, keeping the direction. What I do not understand repeats, returning to the same intersection. But repetition is not destiny. It is a pattern asking to be seen. And when awareness reaches the beginning, the pattern starts losing its power over me. I am not the pattern, I am the one who sees it now. I am not a repetition, I am awareness breaking through. I may not have a new map, I may not know the final road, but the moment I recognize the cycle, I no longer walk inside it with my eyes closed. What I do not understand repeats, but now it does not pass unnoticed. Another face, another name, I recognize the way it opens. I do not understand repeats, but repetition is not my identity. The cycle changes when I see it, and seeing gives me room to choose differently. Again and again, the circle spoke. Now I can hear what it was trying to show. I made a choice I now regret. I said some words I cannot take back, but one mistake became my name. One moment turned into lasting shame. I looked inside but lost my way. I thought that guilt would make me change, but guilt kept pointing to the past and would not let the lesson last. Awareness asks, what can I learn? Guilt only says, I will never change. I made a mistake, but I am not the mistake. I can face the truth without living in chains. Conscience is a light that shows me where to turn. Guilt becomes a prison when it will not let me learn. I made a mistake, but I am more than what went wrong. I can carry truth without carrying it all lifelong. Some guilt was born from older rules that taught me love meant being used, that saying no was selfishness, that rest was failure, limits weakness. Not every pain reveals a crime. Some fear was learned before its time. A role I carry to belong can still feel guilty when I move on. Awareness shows what must be seen. Guilt tries to make the past define me. I made a mistake, but I am not the mistake. I can face the truth without living in chains. Conscience is a light that shows me where to turn. Guilt becomes a prison when it will not let me learn. I made a mistake, but I am more than what went wrong. I can carry truth without carrying it all lifelong. Oh, I can repair what can be repaired. I can name what must be named, but I will not turn one human failure into endless human shame. Responsibility does not destroy me. Truth can guide me without blame. I made a mistake, but I am not the mistake. I can face the truth and still allow myself to change. Conscience opens movement. Punishment makes me stay. I will take responsibility without throwing myself away. I made a mistake, but I am not the mistake. The past can teach me without becoming my name. I am still becoming. I am still learning. I can change. I thought that owning my own part meant carrying every weight, as if the whole unfinished past was mine alone to face. Or else I blamed the world outside for every wound and every fear. Between self-blame and self-defense, I could not see my way from here. Not everything is mine, but something here is mine to see. Responsibility is power, not a sentence over me. It is knowing what belongs here and releasing what is not mine to keep. Responsibility is power, a direction I can choose. I cannot control every hand around me, but I can decide the hands I use. I did not choose each wound I knew or every fear that shaped my view, but I can hear the words I speak and see the things I choose to do. I can observe the old reaction, recognize the learned defense. I can own the answer that I give without carrying every consequence. Not total guilt, not total innocence, only honest participation, turning pain into awareness. Responsibility is power, not a sentence over me. It is knowing what belongs here and releasing what is not mine to keep. Responsibility is power, a direction I can choose. I cannot control every hand around me, but I can decide the hands I use. I am not responsible for every storm that comes. understand. Not everything depends upon me, but my next response is in my hand. Responsibility is power, not punishment and not borrowed blame. I become present in my story when I recognize my part by name. What is mine, I will face. What is not mine, I will release. Responsibility is power, and power gives direction. Pain taught my body how to wait, how to read silence as a threat, how to build walls before a hand could reach the place I could not defend. What once protected me became a private law, a second name, and every door looked like the one that closed before I learned to run. I will not deny what happened in my life, but I will not let one chapter write every line. Pain is not identity, it is not everything in me. It may have marked the story, but it does not decide the ending. Pain is not identity, it does not own my future voice. I can honor what I lived through without giving every wound a choice. A shield can turn into a room where nothing enters, nothing blooms. A lesson can become a chain when every closeness looks like pain. I carry memory, not a crown, made from the things that brought me down. I have fear, but I have sight. I have history, and I have life. The wound was real, the pain was true, but what happened to me is not all I can become. Pain is not identity, it is not everything in me. It may have marked the story, but it does not decide the ending. Pain is not identity, it does not own my future voice. I can honor what I lived through without giving every wound a choice. I am more than the part that broke, more than the words I never spoke. I can keep the wisdom of the scar without believing scars are all I am. I have memory, but also direction. I have fear, but also possibility. Pain is not identity, it is one truth, not all of me. It may have shaped the way I got it, but it cannot name what I will be. Pain is not identity, the past can speak without command. I can hold the wounded part with care and still move forward as a whole person. Pain is not identity, it is not everything in me. It may have marked my story, but it will not decide the ending. I know the roads that lead me back, the old replies, the hidden tracks. I know I saw the signs. I found the pattern under time, and now the truth has reached a place where silence cannot make it fade. What I have seen is asking me to stop closing the door. The decision that sets me free begins when I no longer pretend. I may be afraid, but I can still give voice to what has awakened within. I do not know every step ahead. I do not need the whole road clear. The decision that sets me free is refusing to disappear from what I hear. I said I needed certainty, a perfect sign, complete belief. But sometimes waiting for no fear is only fear in wide close. Clarity is not a guarantee. It is knowing what no longer fits. The old life may still look familiar, but I cannot call it peace again. I saw it, I know it, I cannot make it unseen. A quiet choice begins inside before the world can see. The decision that sets me free begins when truth receives direction. Not a promise to change everything, but an end to inner rejection. I may tremble, I may move slowly, I may still have much to learn. The decision has already started, where I chose not to turn away. I say I want a quieter life, then turn each moment into fight. I say I want to live more free, then wait for everyone to agree. The words may still be honest words, the hope may still be real, but what I do when plans collapse reveals what I conceal. Intention points ahead, but action shows the ground beneath. My actions speak when every explanation hides. They show what I still feel, what I still fear inside. My actions speak, not to accuse or make me small. They are mirrors of the inner life, showing where awareness has not reached at all. Silence may be self-protection or fear of being known. A kindness may be generosity or terror of standing alone. A victory may hide a hunger voice while it keeps the old road strong. I do not have to hate the mirror, I only have to stay and see what appears in my reaction is not the whole of me. My actions speak, and now I choose to hear. They show the living pattern, not an identity to fear. My actions speak, and honesty becomes a start. What I repeatedly do can lead awareness deeper into my heart. There is a shadow at the edge of sight, a broken sentence waiting in the light, a truth I feel but do not want to name, a quiet window open in my frame. I keep the routine, I laugh, I speak, I fill the day so I do not have to hear. But what I avoid keeps walking beside me, living without a voice, but staying near. I called fear wisdom, I called escape time, I called the silence peace while it occupied my mind. What I avoid does not disappear, it only learns to speak without a sound. In the fear I call precaution, in the silence rising all around. What I avoid does not disappear, it keeps a place inside of me. I do not have to solve it all today, but I have to stop pretending I do not see. I avoided one conversation to keep a peace that never came. I delayed a needed decision, and the waiting kept its name. Not every pause is hiding, some roads need time to form, but conscious time prepares the eyes while fear keeps circling the storm. Is this truly keeping me safe, or keeping me away from sight? Am I honoring needed time, or using time to leave myself behind? What I avoid does not disappear, but now it does not have to speak alone. When I bring light to what was hidden, silence loses part of its control. What I avoid does not disappear, but what receives a name can change. I do not need the final answer now. The first sign of courage is to face. faces in the doors, the names, the cities and the floors. But underneath a newer view, an old attention traveled too. I thought the years would close the wound, that distance would remove the root. But calendars can turn the page and leave the hidden line unchanged. Not punishment, not fate, a signal asking to be traced. What is not faced will repeat with another face and the same direction. It is not a sentence over me, it is something asking for comprehension. What is not faced will repeat, even when the scenery is new. The root begins to lose its power when I can see what it is trying to do. I can leave a room that harmed me and still carry what it taught. I can find another relationship and seek the same approval I once sought. I can change my daily rhythm and keep postponing every stand. Not every movement is advancement, some are distance wearing plans. What stays the same within me when everything outside has changed? What does the repetition protect? What old belonging keeps its place? What is not faced will repeat, but now I recognize its entrance. Different story, same old route, a familiar form of self-protection. What is not faced will repeat, not to punish or accuse. It is a call to look more deeply at what I still have not learned to lose. I know the stories I can tell, the hands that hurt, the times I fell, the words that left a mark so deep, the promises the past could not keep. And none of this must be denied. The wound was real, the loss survived, but one more question waits within a quieter place where truth begins. What did I build from what I lived? What did I learn that still decides? The inner confrontation starts not with accusation, not with blame, but with the courage to discover what the pain became. The inner confrontation starts when I can ask and stay. What defense became my character? What fear still chooses in my place? Perhaps I did not make the cycle. Perhaps I never chose the wound, but some conclusions formed in silence, and personality. A distance became pride. A need to control every ending became the way I stayed alive. I can honor what was done to me and still examine what remains. Truth does not erase the wound, it loosens what the wound became. The inner confrontation starts when I stop fighting only what is outside. I turn toward the structure still within me, not to punish, but to understand. The inner confrontation starts as a quiet, honest flame. I did not choose all that happened, but I can meet what still carries its name. I spent my strength denying rain, arguing with what would not change, rewriting every finished word as if resistance could reverse. I called the struggle loyalty, I called the tension honesty, but every day I fought the truth and lost the energy to move. Acceptance is not surrender, it is seeing what is here. Acceptance is less exhausting than resistance. I can name the real without calling it right. I can stop demanding yesterday, be different and still choose what I will do with my life. Acceptance is less exhausting than resistance. It does not ask me to approve. It gives my strength back to the present, so the present can begin to move. Some things deserve a boundary, a final no, a change direction. Acceptance does not close my voice, it clears the ground for honest action. I do not have to love the loss or bless the wound or praise the cost. I only have to stop pretending that the facts are something else. The truth is heavy when I fight it, clear when I let it stand. What I cannot rewrite behind me no longer needs both of my hands. Acceptance is less exhausting than resistance. I can grieve and still remain awake. I can face the life that is before me without confusing truth with faith. Acceptance is less exhausting than resistance. It returns direction to my view. I stop spending all my strength on never and begin with what is true. every room, the tension, silence, hidden wounds. To read each face before my own, to make the weight feel less alone. I wore responsibility for things no human hands could keep, and called the burden proof of love, as if exhaustion made me enough. Some weight is real, some weight was never mine. There is a lightness you deserve, not because the world is always kind, but because you do not have to carry every fear that enters someone else's mind. There is lightness you deserve, a place where care and limits meet. You can love without becoming the ground beneath everybody's feet. You are not cold for letting go of what no one asked you to control. You are not selfish when you rest or choose what truly needs your strength. The role that made you indispensable may also keep your life delayed. Sometimes peace begins by seeing what was taken, what was given, what was never yours to say. Return the guilt, release the proof. Let care become more honest. Let love make room for you. There is a lightness you deserve, not a life without the rain, but a life where every burden does not have to bear your name. There is a lightness you deserve, and you do not have to earn the air. You can stand beside another without carrying them everywhere. I have named the truth in private. I have understood the cost. I have watched the old road narrow. I have seen what waiting lost. But a choice that never moves me can become another dream, a beautiful intention that changes nothing underneath. I do not need a perfect leap, I need one honest step. Choice is movement, a direction taking form, not the absence of uncertainty, not a life without the storm. Choice is movement, even small and incomplete. The moment I begin to follow what awareness asks of me. A boundary spoken softly, a conversation finally held. A habit interrupted, a hidden truth no longer shelved. A pause before the old reaction, a different answer than before. These may look like little movements, but they open another door. I can still be afraid, I can still be learning. Movement is not certainty, it is the road becoming I waited for the fear to leave, for every doubt to lose its voice, for all the roads to straighten out before I trusted any choice. I call it preparation, I call it being wise, but every answer led to one more answer, and I stayed where I began inside. Maybe readiness is not the absence of the unknown. Begin before you feel ready. Begin with questions in your heads. Courage does not mean the road is certain. It means you move while fear still stands. Begin before you feel ready. You do not need a flawless start. The first true step can happen while uncertainty is still inside your heart. There are pauses that protect us, there are seasons that must grow, but some waiting only promises a day when pain will never show. No beginning comes completely safe, no direction cancels loss. Sometimes preparation becomes a shelter from the truth of choosing cost. I may not know the ending, I may not know the pace, but I know that staying frozen is also choosing place. Begin before you feel ready. Let the movement teach the ground. The road will not reveal its distance until your footsteps make a sound. Begin before you feel ready. Not recklessly, but awake. You can carry fear beside you and still begin the life you need to make. It is easier to notice once than to keep the truth in view. Easier to have a moment than to let the moment stay with you. When clarity becomes uncomfortable, the old explanation calls. The familiar rhythm offers shelter, and the honest question falls. Strength is not hardness. Strength is staying with word. I saw remaining as strength, not remaining in the pain, but remaining with the truth. When the old story speaks again, remaining is strength, a presence I refuse to leave. I do not have to fix it all today. I only will not betray what I perceived. This is not perfect discipline or a life already changed. It is keeping one small light alive when everything feels strange. I can say I saw the pattern. I will not pretend I did not see. I can give awareness time to deepen without demanding certainty. I stay with the question, I stay with the light. I let the truth become familiar without turning it into fight. Remaining is strength, a quiet courage in the mind, not rushing into every action, not returning to the blind. Remaining is strength, the truth is allowed to breathe, and every time I stay beside it, a clearer choice begins in me. I said I wanted lighter days that made each moment larger than its shape. I asked for calm, but every silence became a warning I could not escape. A fact arrived and then the story gathered fear and speed, until I carried every possibility as if it were already real to me. Before I practice lightness, I must see how I practice weight. Lightness is a practice, a way of meeting what is here. Not indifference, not denial, but presence without adding fear. Lightness is a lightness, is a practice, a way of meeting what is here. Not indifference, not denial, but presence without practice. A pause before the story grows. I can feel without transforming every feeling into something I must hold. Not every message is an emergency, not every error is the end, not every distance means rejection. rejection. Not every silence needs defense. The mind can fill the empty spaces with a future it invented. Whole lightness starts when I can separate what happened from the story told. The fact is here, the rest may be interpretation. I can care without becoming permanent over amplification. Lightness is a practice, a conscious way to carry less. Not a cold or distant spirit, but a more proportionate tenderness. Lightness is a practice, and it begins before relief. When I stop feeding every moment content reference. No one saw the moment a familiar lie grew thin. No one heard the quiet question, finding language from within. No announcement, no conclusion, no new life for all to see. Only something losing power in the way it spoke to me. The world still sees the same face, but I no longer see the same truth. This is the truth no one sees. Something changed before I moved. No one clapped, no one confirmed it, but inside the old belief was losing proof. This is the truth no one sees. I cannot make the knowing disappear. The change may still be quiet, but the quiet has become sincere. I do not need to explain it before I understand its name. I do not need to prove the fire while it still becomes a flame. Some truths must first be carried without performance, without sound, until the inner world can hold them and the outer life can find its ground. If no one recognizes it, can I still respect what I perceived? Some truths do not need applause, they only need honesty. This is the truth no one sees. The beginning before the sign. A change can be completely real before it reorganizes life. This is the truth no one sees. again today. I learned to read the room before I let my own expression show, to soften every honest answer, to become what would not make you go. I called it patience, called it kindness, called it keeping us at peace. But somewhere in the careful silence, whole parts of me began to leave. Adaptation is human. Disappearing is not love. Love does not require a mask. It does not ask me to disappear, to stay. Can hold my doubts and limits. It can hear the truth I say. Love does not require a mask. It does not need a perfect role. I can care, adjust and listen without abandoning my whole. Is not always deception. Sometimes it begins as fear. Fear of conflict, fear of distance, fear that truth will cost me near. Maybe no one asked directly. Maybe I learned the rule before. Be less difficult, be less honest, and belonging will remain secure. Hidden to be loved. Love does not require a mask. Real connection makes room for human things, differences, unfinished answers, boundaries, changes, trembling. Love does not require without editing myself away. I said I always ruin things, that every star becomes the same, that something missing in my nature must be written in my name. But maybe this is not a sentence, maybe this is not my fate. Maybe part of me still chooses what is known because it feels safe. The pattern may be real, but the pattern is not me. But I need to recognize the little choices that weaken me and lead me back to older lives. I am not my enemy, not the mask, the fear, the repetition. The end of self-sabotage begins when the pattern enters consciousness. And old defense can keep on working after danger disappears. It avoids exposure, loss, and conflict. It protects the shape of fear. Too much pressure can also sabotage perfect goals, impossible speed. Trying to undo in a week what took years to become a need. I can stop saying this is who I am. I can say this is something I repeat. What becomes a mechanism can be washed beneath my feet. I am not my enemy, but I will not call the pattern home. I can understand the old protection without allowing it to own. I am not my enemy, and awareness changes my position. The end does not begin with hatred. It begins with recognition. I searched in newer rooms and faces, in another road, another year. I thought a different kind of ending would erase the older fear, but I entered every new beginning with the same unanswered view. And some structures kept returning because I carried them there too. The world can open doors, someone can walk beside me, but there is one inward look no one can take from me. The answer was always you, not as blame but as awareness, not as control of everything, but the courage to meet what you carry. The answer was always you, the place where seeing has to start. Others may guide and love you, but no one can look inside your heart. No one can name your hidden pattern. No one can feel your masks from within. No one can decide the moment you stop calling repetition destiny. The outside world still matters. Loss and injustice remain real, but one part of the journey changes only when you choose to see. I do not control the world. I am not guilty for it all, but I can recognize my position and stop waiting outside every wall. The answer was always you, not a final map or explanation. It is consciousness returning, changing how you meet the situation. The answer was always you, and the journey It changes how you begin anew. Waited for the perfect moment, for the fear to disappear, for someone else to name my truth and tell me I was safe to hear. I waited for complete approval, for the world to understand, for every question to be answered, before I trusted where I stand. Some waiting helps us deepen, some waiting only keeps us still. A new beginning does not wait for permission. It starts when I respect what I have seen. It does not need applause or full agreement to become a truth within me. A new beginning does not wait for permission. It is not escape or reckless flight. It is looking at my story with awareness and not letting fear decide my life. I can listen, I can reconsider, I can change the road I choose, but I will not give another person all the authority over what I know is true. The old version may be expected, the one who carried, smiled and stayed, the one who called the guilt devotion and the silence being safe. I saw the pattern, I saw the mask, I saw the weight that was not mine. I saw the waiting turn to hiding. I saw the truth begin to shine. A new beginning does not wait for permission. It starts before the final answers come. I still have choices, fear and distance, but awareness has already begun. A new beginning does not wait for permission. The first stage closes, but the road remains. I have seen what once was hidden, and what is seen begins to ask for change.